Hi coloring friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share my completed pages with you, and I have changed my interval from 3 months to 2 months. So every other month I want to share my completed pages with you, because I just thought it would be more fun to check in more often and share what I'm actually coloring. And it's running away here. And yeah, I hope the light situation is okay. I'm doing this quite spontaneous. I don't have a lot of time, but I really want to get this video filmed for you. I managed to get 10 pages done. I think that is enough for a completed pages video. I have to say this month I managed to color quite many characters and people again, because this is actually what I really enjoy to color. I will put the timestamps for those of you who are not interested in what I have to say. And also I will give you all the close-ups with a good light, so that the special effects, I always call my embellishment special effects, but like all the glitter, that this will show up. So if you have missed my TBC video last week, I will link it up in the corner. I used the spinning wheel the first time, and I have to say this was so much fun. I couldn't imagine that it would be so much fun, but it actually really was, and I think I will keep doing that. And I was inspired by Chel's coloring journey to do it, and yeah, thanks Chel. It was it's such a great idea. I just have my own rules, but you see it in the video, and I will keep doing it like that. So, and now, finally, let's get started. So, and as usual, I will show you the pages in the order of completion, because I really like to do that this way. And the first one that I finished this, in July actually, was this page here from Enchanted Faces by Lynn actually. This is one of my project books. I finally know the word now, project book. And I'm in an Enchanted Faces group. We are all working on this book, trying to complete it. And yeah, so that's why I regularly come in and do a little page from this book. These are mostly quite quick to do, since this is the pocket size book. This was the very first page that I managed to color in July. And let me see how this page is called, because Hannah gives always a name. It is Charlene. And I have more than half of the book completed now. Very happy about that. And so this was the first one. So then the second page that I managed to finish was actually this PDF page here. This was a whip from February. I started this one in February for Valentine's Day. Didn't manage to finish it, but then came back now. This page is by Rina Art, and I think this is actually my very first completed page from Rina Art. I have one that is almost complete, which I will finish, I think, next week. But I think this is the very first one that I have actually completed. So yay! And with the background, I had some troubles, because first I did some distress ink background, and it was very colorful with some yellows and some pinks. And in the end, I thought it just didn't fit the overall look of this image here. It was too bright. I really like bright pages, but it was too bright for this page here. And so in the end I came in and put some gesso over it, and then went in with gelatos and did this, I call it shabby chic background. And I will have a video for you showing how to do this type of background here, because I think it really looks nice. I think it would fit very good also for the winter pages. If you have like a winter portrait or whatever, where you have a little bit more space and you want to add a nice subtle background with pastel colors, this would suit very well. And it was a lot of fun, and it works so well to cover up this old background. I will blend in an image how it looked before. And Then I also went in with some different violet glitter colors, so I just grabbed all the violet colors that I had so that I can get a little bit of variation on those little hearts here and make them look like confetti or so, like glittery confetti to be to be fair. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun to color this page here in the end and to finish it, and I have to say that I'm very pleased with the outcome in the end. So since I've changed the background, I really enjoyed this page. I think those colors just go very well together. It's not too colorful and I really like it. So then I usually like to work in some of Joshua's books. This is Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar. And yeah, I really like his easy books. And I decided that I wanted to work on this cute little mice page with the strawberries here. And you know what I like about it is that we have like some bigger items which are very good if you want to practice a specific topic. For example, I really wanted to focus on the strawberries, like, you know, really focus on how the strawberries look to get kind of the lighting right and the texture. And if you have a little bit of a bigger, illustration, it is of course better to focus on a specific topic. And so I really like these easy books here. And then the background I have done with my Distress Oxide inks. So I also love these books because they have a little bit more space to really work with your inks, which I love to do. It's just, a quick, easy medium actually. Can be a little bit messy for your fingers. But usually it's a lot of fun, and I really like the color scheme that I did for the background here with the colors. I wanted to do a greenish background, but I wanted to bring in some blue colors to make it like more like a bluish green. And I think that worked out very well. This brings a lot of contrast for the vivid green that I have here for the strawberry plant itself. And then, I love to work with my Artix acrylic brush markers here on those strawberry flowers to really white out the lines. And the strawberries itself, I have mostly worked on them with alcohol markers. I like to use the Ohuhu alcohol markers. So these are mostly done with Ohuhu alcohol markers. I went in with a little bit of a green gel pen here for those seeds, and a little bit of pencil shading for shadows and to bring in the highlights here with a white pencil. So that's this page here. Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar. So then I finally managed to finish this long-standing whip from Mariola Budek. And really, I had started this page a couple of years ago and then worked on it last year and the year before. And this year I thought, well, really, let's finish up this page here finally. And I went for a very glittery background, as you can see. So this is a solid glitter background. I thought for this page it could work, and I'm actually quite happy with it. I do like this violet in the background. I really was enjoying my violets. As you will see, violets and greens, I think, was the topic for the last 2 months. And I'm so happy that I finished this one. Actually, I was only missing some details like all the feathers and the bones here. And the jewelry, like really the details were missing. Everything else was done, and the background, of course. And so I just sit down and just finished it. So I have used so many different pencils, like I think it was Derwent Lightfast, it was the Pablos, it was Prismas, it was Black Widow pencils here for the bones. And Prismas, of course, for the skin. So I've used so many different pencils on this page here. This is my own printer paper. It's nothing special, really just a 160 gram printer paper with a matte surface, a little bit of texture, quite smooth though. Of course, it must not have any sheen on it, otherwise you won't be able to use it. But Actually very happy that I finally managed to finish this page here from Mariola Budek. So the next book is Amazingly Adorable Characters Collection by Derya Cakirsoy. And yeah, if you follow me for a while, you know that Derya is one of my favorite artists to color. And this is the newest book that I got, I think, for Christmas or right after it. And yeah, this is the image that I have colored. This was in July. And it's the third page from this book actually already. So I'm really enjoying this book here. And I wanted to go a little bit for like a green kind of, yeah, color scheme, I would say. So I gave her like this greenish eye makeup, which was a lot of fun. And then her dress is green. The background is a little bit like a turquoise blue, I would say. And then the border here I did with the Colero gold paints. But I have to say that I don't like the look of these Coleros this time that much. So I think it looked better before, actually. But yeah. So then, yeah, I practiced to color those cherries here. And I have a little bit of stickles here on her dress. You can see it actually. Yeah, and then the background was done with Neocolor too. So even on this Amazon paper, I just do my Neocolors, and my water mediums, I just use very little water. And the warping is actually not visible because this was actually really a small space. So when the bigger the area is, the more warping you will get. But when it's a very small area and you use very little water, then it does work very well actually. So, a little bit of a little bit of shimmer on her eye makeup. Don't know if it's showing up. Yeah, and this, however, is this sweet girl here, which is called Chiquita. So, Amazingly Adorable Characters Collection by Derya Cakirsoy. And then we start with the August pages, and I did another page from Enchanted Faces by Lynn. And the page that I did was this one. So I will zoom you in a little bit and put it to the side because this was actually a body coloring with the lovely Erica from Elm Colors. So I will blend in her page here right next to the side, and then you can just compare our two pages. So she did a beautiful, colorful hair, and I also tried to do a colorful hair here. So I went more for the bluish and violet tints because I had started this page. It was actually a started page, a whip, and I just really wanted to finish it. I have now finished all my started pages from this book. So I have no whip in this book here, if I'm correct. And so every page that I'm coloring from now on, will be a new one, so to speak, an uncolored one. And I'm very happy that I have done all the whips from this book now. And here on her, I actually, outlined her hair with a silver gel pen. This is an effect that I actually really like, especially on those not so realistic hairstyles. It's a lot of fun to do the blending on the hair strands and then give an outline like this one, like a shiny outline. And yeah, this was actually a quickie. I do have a little bit of a stickly border around her, because usually I color the border, but this time I just put like the clear stickles, and I think it's a nice effect. I do like it, and it does sparkle quite a bit. So yeah, so this was Enchanted Faces. The next page that I colored was from Characters Through Worlds and Times by Karron. And Karron is my favorite artist for coloring pages. And actually I wanted to finish up a whip that was in this book here. But then all of a sudden I just started this page here. Actually just because I wanted to try out some water-based markers. I wanted to see if they bleed through. They do not bleed through, as you can see. And so then I had another started whip, and I found that this page looked very summery. And yeah, so I really enjoyed to work on this one here, finish it up. And what I really like about this page is the background actually. So the background is done with my gelatos, so with gel crayons, but this time I used my gelatos. And the reason why I do like my gelatos quite a bit actually is because they have the pastel tones. So this is the only thing that I do miss when I work with my cheaper brands. I mean, we can still mix up lighter colors when we mix in white. That's possible, but of course it's a lot easier when you have the colors pre-mixed and when they are already pastel tone. So yeah, I wanted to do a very light background for this image here. And yeah, I think that I succeeded, and I really like the look of this very, pastel-y like image here. So just want to give you a little of a different look here. I don't have any glitters or any shiny elements on this page this time, and this is because, you know, sometimes less is more, and I don't need to do always the sparkly things, and I want to use it a little bit more minimalistic so that the effect is also better. But on this one, I really didn't know where I should have put glitter actually. I thought the image was just nice as it is. So, and that was Characters Through Worlds and Times by Karron. The next page that I finished is from Lana Green Art, and it is very cute sisters here. It was one of her Patreon pages, and nowadays it is in one of her Amazon books included. However, this was a page that I had started last year, I think, and I really enjoyed this, and because I think it looks so cute. And yeah, this year I finally finished it. I did, except for the skin, I did everything with polychromos this time. You know, for skin I just love my Prismas, I can't help myself. So everything done with polychromos except the skin. This was done with the Prismacolors. And then the background I used just watercolor, and it was by Schminke, I think I used a watercolor by Schminke. So, and I really love this minimalistic approach of background. Just this blue border that I did here, then blend it out a little bit with a damp brush so that we get a lighter blue tone, and then just leave it. I did one mistake that I added a little bit too much here on the white spaces. I think it looks better when you really just do the outline of the page. I think that looks very effective. Quite minimalistic. I also added a little bit of a sparkly watercolor for some splatters. And that's actually all that I have here as a glittery stuff. I have also her pattern outlined a little bit with this glittery watercolor. And absolutely, I love how this page came out. I mean, it is just a very beautiful page. So was a lot of fun, and I'm so happy that I have finally finished this beautiful page here by Lana Green Art. Beautiful. So my next page is from Hexenstuga, or Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Karlzon. This is actually my favorite book of hers. This was the first page that I did, and it caused quite a lot of bleed through, and I wanted to work on the page of the back side because of this because of the bleed through, and because otherwise most probably I wouldn't have colored this page yet, because it's not the most exciting one. But I also used this occasion to film for you this background here. So this is this shabby chic background, how I call it, like the pastel kind of background. And so if you're interested and want to know how to do this background, a video will come in September, I guess. I still need to edit it actually. It's planned for September, and so and then the image itself, so those flowers here, I have colored these with ink tents, and the ink tents, I have to say, they worked like a dream in this book. I really enjoyed them a whole lot. I mean, I went over here a little bit with the white, I guess. So the colors are a little bit toned down because of the white. I just went over it a little bit. But the colors of the ink tents are just so extremely vibrant, and they were so much fun to use. There was no paper buckling. I mean, of course, the back, it was only a smaller space here, like those leaves and the flowers. But still, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Very vibrant, quick, of course. It's a lot quicker than just pencil blending. And yeah, I hope, and I really want to use a lot more ink tents in this book here, or in the Hannah Karlzon books in general, because these are just perfect. Really just perfect if you want to speed up your coloring a little bit and still love bright colors. Yeah, those pencils are really to recommend. And yeah, enjoyed this one very much. And so let's have a look at my last page already. Yeah, and my last page is from Fantasy and Fairy Cuties by Derya Cakirsoy. This is one of my 10 books to complete eventually. And I have worked on this book this year already, and I wanted to add another page to this book here. And yeah, this is the one that I did in the end. So I have to say that I actually really love the outcome of this image. I love the color scheme that I have chosen here, like with those violets again. A little bit of more pastel tones in the background. Then we have a very bright blue here. Yeah, I gave her some makeup. Really love to give the Derya Cuties a makeup. Yeah, this just adds a little bit more color. It's a little bit more fun, and I just enjoy it. So that was a lot of fun. Then I did here a grayish, actually not a grayish, it should look like a silvery blonde hair. And yeah, I think it turned out quite well. Actually, Karron has a tutorial on how to color silvery hair on her Patreon. And it was so interesting that she uses completely different colors than I have used here, because I actually used grays to achieve this. Grays, a little bit of slate gray, a little bit of violet, and so on. But she didn't even use one gray color, and that was so interesting. Definitely going to try that out, I think, on another page then. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I had marker based her and then went over with pencils. I added a little bit of shine here on the dress and on the fairy wings here. Yeah, it's showing up. You can see in the camera very nicely actually. Yeah, and then even here a little bit on this ribbon down here. Yeah. And yeah, so this was a lot of fun. It was, I'm so happy that I have added another page to this book here. I really love how they're coming out, but yeah. I will do a recap at the end of the year, I think, or the beginning of next year, like I always do, and then we can just have a look how is my progress in this book here. So now, and here you have it. A selection of my favorite images. This one at least is one of my favorites this month. The other two are also nice, but I just wanted to show you how much I have used the violet topic this this last 2 months. They all kind of have like a violet background. This one is more of a glittery one, and then those two have more the pastel tones. I use the gelatos for both of these pages. I have to say that in the last 2 months, I have enjoyed my gelatos so much. So much, really. And they had a revival, if you so will. So then here again, you can see that I really enjoy to work with green for backgrounds, so different types of green backgrounds on the 3 images. So I have to say I really enjoyed my coloring in the last 2 months. I really was in a green and violet mood. I have to say these are maybe some of my favorite colors I also really like blue actually. So if you take a look at this page here, this has more of a bluish background, but I think this is actually the only one. Maybe the Enchanted Faces one also has a blue one. So I also really like this blue color here. It looks very nice. So yeah, but that was all for my completed pages, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope I will see you in my next video. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a like, give me some kind of reaction. And I hope I will see you next week. So, happy coloring to everyone, and bye!